All information contained in this podcast is general in nature and does not consider your individual circumstances. You should consider the appropriateness of this information with regards to your individual objectives, financial situation, and needs. Welcome to Sharing More Than the Sheets, a podcast to help you and your partner make better financial and lifestyle decisions so that you can both focus on the things that you love. I'm your host, Michael Khouri, financial planner, green thumb, husband, and just dad. Some people are very good at saving money, some not as much. Now, no one should be judged and no one should feel judged because we all have a different relationship with money. And I've talked about this many times before, and a lot of it is to do with the way we've been brought up, our life experiences, our parents' life experiences, and we need to be really careful that when we talk about money in general, that there is never a one-size-fits-all approach on how to do things. But today I wanted to talk about saving. And I've spoken to a few clients who have told me like a big goal for them moving forward is just to really build up their savings. And savings is great because it gives you cash flow, which gives you confidence, which gives you a bit of a backup in case something happens to you, which can lead to peace of mind and certainty and being able to take risks and make decisions because you've got money behind you. There are different ways to do it. And what I thought I'd do is just give 7 basic tips or strategies on how you can change your mindset in a way just to develop savings or just to create good habits when it comes to saving money. The first one is to be smart about your saving. And what I mean by that is to have goals in place. We've all heard about the term of being smart, having something that's specific, something that's measurable. What are the others? Achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And just setting some goals where you think, okay, by June this year, I want to have $20,000 saved up. So have something concrete in place instead of, I'm just going to start saving money. The second thing is visualize your goal. And what I mean by that is if you just say to yourself, okay, we're just going to save up 20 grand. Okay, that's great. But that figure of 20 grand can disappear from your memory. Like you might forget next week what that figure was. So write it down, put it somewhere, and even visualize what that is going to get you. Why do you want to save up $20,000? Now, if it's just to have it as an emergency, that's a bit hard to visualize unless you literally just write the number somewhere. But visualize what it's for example, if it's for a holiday, if it's for a car, if it's to go away with the family. Have something like that where the goal isn't just some numbers. It's not just something that's in the air. It's something that's written down and something that you can visualize because it makes it a lot easier, especially because a lot of us are visual people. Some people have a vision board where they literally will visualize what they want and they have it somewhere and it just helps work, people work. It just helps you work towards something when you see it there, especially when you have a bit of a memory and it's in your face all the time. The third one is to turn it into a bit of a game, like maybe give yourself some targets and goals and say, you know what, if I do this, I'm going to do this. If I hit $2,000, we're going out to dinner. When we hit this figure, we're doing this. Give yourself these things because, we do it with kids and it works with them. And why doesn't it work for us? Because just like anyone, giving yourself reward, there's plenty of studies about this. When there's a reward for something, a person is more likely to work harder for it or to keep that goal in sight. And if it doesn't work for you, it's probably going to work for your partner. The fourth one is stick to the 15-minute rule. Now, what I mean by that is when you want to buy something, it's very easy to buy something and just be super impulsive. But there's a rule called the 15-minute rule that I heard about where essentially if you see something that you want to buy, you get really excited about it, wait 15 minutes, and then see if you still feel excited about it. Because you'd be very surprised how many times you see something, you're like, yes, I want this. And then you wait 15 minutes and you then ask yourself, do I want this? And you'll think, not as much. You probably do, but not as much. And then you start thinking, okay, well, do I need this? Do I need to spend this money? Or could this go towards my goal? So this really helps with the spending side of things. Number 5 is automating your savings. Have automatic transfers, have things in place where it's just automatic. I did an episode once called Hiding Money from Yourself. Put your savings somewhere where it's not that easy to see it. and just have a set amount that you regularly put away somewhere, just like you pay a bill, just like you pay a mortgage. Have something that you put somewhere regularly. So it's just part of your usual process where after a while, you'll literally forget that you're even doing it because it's just automated. Number 6 is really look at your structure. Look, I've talked about this before, having like a bills account, a spendings account, a savings account. Have structure in the way you manage your money. Without structure, it's so hard to know what's going on. It's so hard to plan for things. It's so hard to know why money is where it is. It's so hard to manage everything. And even me as an advisor, if I didn't have different accounts and structure with my budgeting, I would really struggle. Like I would immensely. I have struggled without doing it, and I would struggle. So having structure in place makes such a difference. And lastly, celebrate your wins. Get excited when something happens. Spend money. Give yourself permission to spend money. You've saved money for a reason. It's like I'll have a client sometimes with life insurance and something happens and they need to claim and they're like, but I feel bad claiming. It's like, don't feel bad. That's why you have life insurance. This is the same thing. You're saving for something. These milestones that we talked about, these rewards that we talked about, these carrots, use them. If you said, look, I'm going to go out to dinner and I'm going to blow a couple of $100 on whatever when I hit this target, do it. Reward yourself, because that reward will it'll just create this level of positivity and excitement that you can't put a price on. And it's something you'll never forget, because it's important to celebrate these things. And again, it may not be important for you, but it's probably important for your partner. And I can tell you now, it's important for both of you collectively to celebrate when you do things together, when you have these wins and when you've achieved something. So I hope these 7 points work. I think anyone can take at least one thing out of what I said. Even as I'm talking to you, I'm talking about this 15-minute rule. It makes me think I haven't done it in a while, so that's probably something I'm going to start doing next when I see something really exciting. I've been into coin collecting for a while now. So next time I see a nice coin, I'm just going to give it 15 minutes and think, do I need this? But please reach out if I can help, and listen to this episode again and again. Forward it to a friend, family member, someone that might benefit, so that you can become a better saver and make better financial decisions for you and your family. Thanks for joining us on Sharing More Than the Sheets. Please make sure you subscribe to be updated with future episode releases, and feel free to share this episode with any friends or family that you think it might benefit. Please visit us at sharingmorethanthesheets.com.au to submit questions or requests for future podcast topics. These podcasts have been brought to you by Better Financial Planning Australia. To book a 15-minute phone chat, visit betterfinancialplanning.com.au.